say democracy is the rule of the people. But in reality, are we truly in control? Or have we become spectators in a game dominated by elites, especially tech elites, who now pull the strings of governments, economies, and even our minds? Welcome to the age of digital oligarchy, where billionaires don't just own companies, they shape policies, control communication channels, and influence decisions in the highest offices of power. They build systems that make us dependent and convince us it's all for progress. As the maxim goes, he who controls the media controls the mind of the public. Noam Chomsky warned us about the dangers of media monopolies. But today, it's not just traditional media, it's social media algorithms, data harvesting, and the seamless integration of corporate interests into state functions. Take Jeff Bezos. He doesn't just dominate e-commerce, he owns the Washington Post, one of the most influential newspapers in the world. Officially, the paper is independent. But when a billionaire holds the reins, can any narrative truly be unbiased? When media ownership is concentrated in the hands of a few, public discourse is shaped by the priorities of those at the top. Stories about corporate tax avoidance, workers' rights, or the environmental impact of big business are conveniently watered down or ignored. And then there's social media, platforms like X, formerly Twitter, owned by Elon Musk. These aren't just communication tools, they're reality-shaping machines. Algorithms decide what you see, what you believe, and ultimately, how you vote. These platforms are more than just spaces for connection. They're factories of perception, turning every user into both a consumer and a commodity. Neil Postman once said, "We are amusing ourselves to death." Social media reduces complex issues to sound bites and outrage. Critical thinking is replaced by dopamine hits from viral content. In a world dominated by clickbait, outrage, and instant gratification, the space for thoughtful debate and reasoned discourse is shrinking. And that's exactly how the powerful like it. But it's not just about shaping public opinion. It's about controlling the government itself. Tech giants have deep ties to the corridors of power. Lobbying, political donations, and even direct influence over public policy. Consider this. Elon Musk's companies have contracts with the US government for everything from space exploration to AI-driven public services. In some cases, his AI systems manage entire governmental functions under the guise of efficiency. President Donald Trump even handed Musk the Department of Government Efficiency, giving a private billionaire oversight over essential government functions. When one man's companies are responsible for both launching satellites and managing the algorithms that power government efficiency, is it innovation or corporate colonization of the state? Karl Marx wasn't talking about tech billionaires, but his words ring true. The capitalist class of his time controlled factories and land. Today, tech elites control data, algorithms, and the infrastructure of communication. They are the new ruling class. And just like in Marx's time, the workers, the creators of value, are exploited, reaping only crumbs from the table. These barons play both sides, donating millions to political campaigns. The result? Laws that favor their monopolies, tax loopholes, and weak regulations that allow them to grow even more powerful. When democracy is for sale, who do you think wins? The everyday citizen or the billionaire writing the check? But it goes deeper. Your data is their goldmine. Every click, every search, every conversation feeds the machine. Aldous Huxley feared a world where people wouldn't be oppressed by force, but controlled by pleasure and distraction. Sounds familiar? Huxley's nightmare has come true. We're not rebelling because we love our servitude, addicted to convenience, blinded by endless entertainment, and unaware of the chains that bind us. So, what does democracy mean when a handful of tech elites control the flow of information, the levers of government, and even our personal data? Is it still democracy, or just the illusion of it? But here's the thing. No empire lasts forever. Awareness is the first step to resistance. We need to demand transparency, break up monopolies, hold tech barons accountable, and most importantly, reclaim our democracy, not just from corrupt politicians, but from the shadowy influence of the digital oligarchs. The power is still in our hands if we choose to take it back. The question is, will we?